When priestesses ruled, and before the obelisk, the throne was hers first. Before kings wore crowns, priestesses sat at the throne. Authority rose from the custodianship of life, not its conquest. Across Africa, the Nile Valley, and the ancient Near East, women sat at the axes of cosmos and community,
beneath the
where
stars,
they read the
circle
stars, the seasons, blood, and water. Power was not an abstraction. It was the embodiment of cyclical relationships. The priestess kept the sky tablets so the community could exist in harmony with Ma'at. The priestess did not rule over the people in the sense of domination. She kept time for them by setting the loom of harmony. Kingship, as later understood, fractures this order, detaching the throne from the womb, the sky, and land she stewarded, turning the loom into an object to be seized rather than held in trust. The loom of Ma'at, the interconnected web of Amma's cosmic law and moral principles that everything from galaxies to human behavior align with to maintain reality, as expressed in the wisdom of Isis, practice plus authority. Isis and Mami, one current, many names. Over 10,000 appellations. Isis does not appear suddenly in Kemet. She emerges from older African cosmologies. Her magic is not spectacle, it is repair. She restores Osiris, not through dominance, but through knowledge of the hidden name, the code beneath appearances. Isis, Aset, did not begin in a vacuum. She is the flowering of older African cosmologies, the art of repair. She remembers it. She gathers the fractured pieces of the body of knowledge that breathes life back into the system through the hidden name. Mami Wata is this same current moving through the Atlantic. Where Isis heals the king, Mami tests the soul. They are the same feminine intelligence, one that of the Hall of Mirrors, as Ma'at has attempted to fragment into acceptable and dangerous archetypes. These figures are not separate goddesses. They are expressions of a single feminine intelligence, one that empire later fragments into these acceptable and dangerous forms rejected by most of her lineage. The sacred feminine practice of lunar observation, disciplined intuition, and the original balance of relational power is how we know the masculine was never excluded. It was oriented. These ancient mother sovereignties did not oppose the masculine. They oriented it toward feminine and masculine expressions. The feminine being relational sensing, timing, gestation, while the masculine expression was execution, protection, and amplification. Balance was division of labor, not uniformity. Balance meant the one could sense the field, guided the one who could act within it. Both necessary labor for existence. When reframing intuition as trained perception, we begin to understand how this expression of the masculine and feminine was necessarily divided for existence. When modern women speak about trusting intuition, it is often framed as a personal or psychological task, something internal, private, even emotionally or involuntarily driven. For mothers who ruled before pharaohs and kings, intuition was none of these things. It was a trained perceptual faculty, refined through ritual observation of the moon, the body, and the sky. Intuition is not instinctive reaction, involuntary perception, or subjective sentimentality woven from some romanticized deification of the divine feminine. No. Intuition is trained relational perception, developed and disciplined through pattern recognition of spiritual and material universal order, truth, and justice. The laws of Ma'at that govern creation through goddess personification of these principles as the priestess, the feather, the heart, and transformation through individual actions like threads woven into a cosmic fabric, the greater tapestry of existence, humans either strengthen through righteous action or disrupt the cosmic fabric of Ma'at. This fabric, this upholdment of the tapestry of existence has historically and genealogically been done through African lineages and living priestess codes that have existed since the beginning of time, long before the throne was usurped and kingship emerged in Babylon or Rome. African societies preserved this female sacral authority through lineage, initiation, and land-based ritual. African lineages preserved female sacral authority through strict initiation, in which the divine feminine was not a metaphor. It was operational. Priestesses regulated agriculture, adjudicated conflict, and mediated ancestral law. Priest tabulated seasonal calendars, preserved public records, performed rituals, delivered messages, and enforced the law. Before their detachment from the womb and the land, and authority in its sacred trust was turned into an object to be seized, these were more than symbolic roles and codified symbols of an ancient past. The Black African mother lineage was revered as the foundation of civil and maritime law.
From sand and starlight the story coils, old as the Nile, sharp as iron, bright as tomorrow. One bloodline, many worlds. Memory carried in scales and scripture, in steel and song, in code that glows with